Hello there, fine people. I realize it's been a long time since I did a video because my phone died. My iPhone 10 died for the third time in a year or so. And so anyway, so I got a new phone, and it's not an iPhone, it's a Google phone. I'm very happy about that. I really like it, and it was, relatively speaking, inexpensive. So anyway, I'm not sure why this story occurred to me, but it just did. And so I was going to tell about when I learned how to water ski the first time. Uncle Joel and I have our Uncle Ray, and they lived down on he's passed away now, but they had a house on the Coosa River, which is this big wide river that runs a long ways from, I think, northern Georgia all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. And they had a boat, and of course, and everything. And so one day we were there visiting. We lived in Idaho at the time, but we were there to visit, and so they were going to teach us how to water ski. And I honestly don't remember about Uncle Joel. I think he picked it up much more quickly than I did, and he's always been more athletically inclined and coordinated and stuff than I am. But anyway, what I remember was trying to get up. And of course, when you water ski, you start off in the water, and then the boat has to pick up speed until it's going fast enough, and you're going fast enough that your skis can come up on top of the water. And so, in order to start off from that point, you have to keep your skis in front of you and below you sort of at the same time. You have to keep the tips out of the water, because otherwise, until you get up to speed, if you don't keep your tips above the water of the skis, then the skis just go like that, and then just pull you right over, because you you're not strong enough to keep them in the right place if not. So you have all this stuff going on, plus you have to float in the water while you're waiting for the boat to get going, and you have to balance yourself. And of course, you're fighting the life jacket wants to turn you on your front. Your skis want to bob up and make you go on your back, or they want to go underneath you and put you on your front. I mean, it's really quite a complicated process, and of course, like with a lot of skills, you have to learn it, a little bit at a time. Little portions of it, your brain and your muscles figure out together until you finally get it down. So anyway, so I remember this whole, trying to keep the skis in the right place, trying to wait for the boat to tighten up the rope, because that helps a lot with the balance. But then as soon as that happens, then they start dragging you through the water, and you're back to fighting the skis because they want to go down, fighting the life jacket because it wants to go up. You're trying to hold on to the rope that comes out of the back of the boat with one hand so that you can have another hand to keep yourself balanced. And it's tough. I mean, I think it's tough the first time anybody water skis. It's a very, very difficult thing. Now, weirdly enough, once you get it, then it's not hard. But anyway, so I was just thinking about this. So anyway, so we're out there. My Uncle Ray and I think Michael and maybe Uncle Joel were in the boat, and my Uncle Ray was so patient, because he would pull me and I would fall over. He would pull me and I would fall over. He would pull me and I would fall over. He would pull me and I would fall over. Just could not get up on top of the water. Just couldn't keep the balance and the rope and all those things that have to be coordinated at once. I just couldn't get them to all work at the same time. And by the way, I would say I was 11 or 12 years old. But anyway, finally, I remember holding on to this thing, keeping those skis straight, and getting up on top of the water. I mean, I just absolutely could not believe it. And then once he got me up, he just kept going, because I think they'd taken so long to get me up. So we went a long ways. And again, I don't know if anybody watching this is going to have experience water skiing, but one of the things that's interesting about water skiing is that you go up to wherever you're going to go, and then you turn around and come back, which is all fine and dandy. But when you come back, then you have the wake or the waves coming at you that you made on the way out. So you have to adjust for that and bend your knees and anticipate them and change your balance. And again, all this is stuff that you pick up with experience, and your body figures it out. But the first time, and I remember like thinking I was gonna fall, because we're going back and these waves are coming and my legs are spreading out and I'm forward and backwards and all that. And anyway, but we made it back to the dock, which was a good thing. Excuse me. And then I remember just as we got back to the dock, it came up a thunderstorm, or it came up a cloud, as my mama would say, and it just poured down rain and lightning and everything else. And I was so excited, and I now, of course, I would recognize it as adrenaline was pumping through me. And I just, I didn't care about the rain. I wasn't worried about the lightning or anything else. I was just so excited and worked up. So anyway, there's how I learned how to water, my first time I was able to water ski story. Okay, love y'all.